हेलो हेलो हैप्पी दिवाली। सॉरी सॉरी लेट हो गया। थोड़ा बच्चा सो नहीं रहा था। दीज आर डैडी ड्यूटी इश्यूज। हैप्पी दिवाली टू एवरीबॉडी। हैप्पी दिवाली अगेन। होप आपका दिन अच्छा जा रहा है। लेट मी डू दिस। हाउस एवरीवन डूइंग? नहीं भाई गौरव, सॉरी, भूल नहीं गए। जस्ट थोड़ा लाइक आई सेड, बच्चा थोड़ा उड़ गया नींद में से। nobody there to take care of him, so I had to wait for someone to come for a while. But what's everyone doing आज दिवाली के दिन पे? What are everybody's plans? Obviously थोड़ा कल के मैच के बारे में बात करेंगे, एंड एमोरिम का भी कंफर्मेशन आया कि he is going to join after Ipswich, so I have updates as well to talk about. But पहले सब बोलो यार, what do you all think about last night's match? um, I'll talk about it once थोड़े ज़्यादा लोग आते हैं. Till then, just if you're still here, leave a like and subscribe to the channel अगर जो आपने अब तक नहीं किया है तो. हाँ, हैप्पी दिवाली गौरव. लाइक आई सेड, सॉरी सॉरी थोड़ा लेट हो गया. यार नॉट बैड. देखो यार, पर्सनल सेम थे, टीम सेम थी. इनफैक्ट लेस्टर वाज प्लेइंग अ सेकंड स्ट्रिंग टीम. आई थिंक जेम जस्टिन छोड़ के बाकी सब लोग ऑलमोस्ट सेकंड स्ट्रिंग टीम थे. यूनाइटेड pretty much apart from Lindelof was playing a first team. ठीक है, ओल्ड ट्रैफर्ड पे था. वैन निस्टेलरॉय came out excited, the crowd backed him. Everyone wants to get rid of the negativity जो था towards the end of Ten Hag's reign. I don't want to get into कि यार देखो ये सेम प्लेयर्स ने अभी 2-3 दिन छोड़ के ही सब चांसेस फिनिश किए. समटाइम्स क्या होता है कि when that negativity goes away, जो सुनील बोल रहा था लास्ट टाइम, कि no matter what happens, sometimes the negativity is in the air, and when the results are not in your favor, your shoulders are down, not intentionally. और फिर क्या होता है कि your best performances on the pitch don't come out, and players start doubting themselves. For example, जो कैसेमीरो का वो पहला गोल था, अभी हमारे प्लेयर्स ने पूरा सीजन और लास्ट सीजन ये ट्राई किया टेकिंग शॉट्स आउटसाइड द बॉक्स, बट हैव नॉट बीन सक्सेसफुल. ठीक है, नाउ whatever happened, however it happened, कैसेमीरो का वो बुलेट गोल वेंट इन. कैसेमीरो को कल हैट्रिक हो सकता था, बाय द वे गाइस, जस्ट टू से. बट आई एग्री विद व्हाट प्रशांत इज सेइंग. आई हैव रिपीटेड दिस आल्सो कि इट वाज देयर सी टीम, सो वी शुडंट बी सेलिब्रेटिंग क्रेजीली. अगर जो हम बात करें कि यूनाइटेड शुड सेट बेटर एग्जांपल्स एंड बेटर स्टैंडर्ड्स, so while I'm happy for Van Nistelrooy and for the team कि we got a win on board and we are in the next round of the cup, but मैं ज़्यादा celebrate नहीं करूँगा because of precisely this reason. But it feels good to score 5 goals क्योंकि end of the day, no matter what, there have been so many matches under Eric Ten Hag कि हमारा टीम अच्छा खेल रहा था but वो just goals नहीं कर पा रहे थे. Been so many matches where we won 2-1, 3-1 मर के, but we've just not got वो तीसरा गोल, चौथा गोल, पांचवा गोल. वो कन्विंसिंगली जीतना चाहिए ना. अंडर एरिक टेन हाग हमने कभी मारे ही नहीं थे, तो आई डोंट इवन नो कि क्या नहीं हुआ, क्या हुआ वहाँ पे. हमने ये सिचुएशन कभी कितनी बार पहले देखा है, राइट? मैनेजर सैक होता है, इंटरिम मैनेजर आता है, टीम कम्स ऑन अ बाउंस, दे स्कोर गुड गोल्स, सडनली लगता है कि अरे सब काम होने वाला है, एंड नया मैनेजर का अनाउंसमेंट ऑन द होराइजन है, एंड द टीम इज फीलिंग ऑल अपबीट, एंड नेगेटिविटी सडनली डिसअपियर हो जाता है. ऑनेस्टली आर रियल टेस्ट विल कम ऑन संडे वर्सेस चेल्सी. हाँ, ओल्ड ट्रैफर्ड पे है, बट चेल्सी भले ही कप के बाहर चला गया हो गाइस, इट्स नॉट समथिंग टू थिंक अबाउट. चेल्सी में बी आउट ऑफ द कप, बट they again pretty much played the whole B team. I think Kukuya को छोड़ के और maybe Enzo को छोड़ के they played the whole B team guys. So Chelsea is going to come well rested for this match at Old Trafford. Cole Palmer didn't play a minute midweek versus we played a whole strength squad. I'm not saying ये कोई excuse है, मैं बोल रहा हूँ अभी से expectation बराबर रखना. वैन निस्टेलरॉय को obviously back करेंगे because why not. Aryan obviously is always funny in chat. बारसा fan है. हाँ, मे बी यू नेवर नो. वैन निस्टेलरॉय ने हैंजी फ्लिक का एल क्लासिको वाला वीडियो दिखाया होगा सबको. हैप्पी दिवाली नवनीत. हैप्पी दिवाली अगेन एवरीबॉडी हु इज जॉइनिंग इन एंड आउट. जस्ट लीव अ लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब टू द चैनल अगर जो नहीं हो रहा है. बट या यार, मैं वही बोलने वाला था कि देख, डोंट बी सरप्राइज इफ वी लुक टायर्ड अगेन एट संडे वर्सेस चेल्सी. चेल्सी का पूरा टीम रेस्ट मिला है उनको. They had a very tough match against Newcastle league में, so obviously Newcastle beat them, but again there was a tight win for Newcastle, जो full strength pretty much खेल रही थी against a second string Chelsea, you can say. But it's not fair to say second string Chelsea वैसे, क्योंकि जो Chelsea का second string भी है, it's as good as a starting lineup for a top 6, top 8 side, right? So we can't be too harsh about it. और ऑल्सो टू उनको ऐसे नहीं बोल सकते कि यार चेल्सी का बी टीम था ऐसे. इट इज स्टिल अ वेरी गुड टीम, सो kudos to Newcastle for beating them. But coming to our match versus Chelsea, we have to be realistic. जैसे प्रशांत ने बोला, जो जगह कैसेमीरो उगार्टे को मिली अगेंस्ट दिस बी टीम और सी टीम ऑफ लेस्टर, वो चेल्सी के सामने जगह मिलने वाली नहीं है विद कैसेडो, एंजो, राइट. जो हमको कल लक थोड़ा मिला, आई थिंक मे बी अगर जो लक कैरी फॉरवर्ड होता है ना, और चेल्सी बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग खेलता है, बट द वे वी गॉट लक ऑन ब्रूनो फर्नांडिस का फ्री किक, द वे लेस्टर गॉट लक विद दैट डायलो का टेरिबल टच वेयर लेस्टर स्कोर्ड देयर गोल. इफ वी गेट समथिंग लाइक दैट इन आवर फेवर, तो आई थिंक वी हैव अ गुड चांस ऑफ बीटिंग देम. वरना मैंने ये बोला था कि देखो, मुझे एक्सपेक्टेशंस रीसेट नहीं करना है. आई कैन नॉट राइट द सीजन ऑफ. ये हमने ओले के टाइम पे किया था, हमने मरीनो के टाइम पे किया था व्हेन ओले केम इन. I cannot just write the season off. बहुत मैचेस पड़े हैं to turn the season around. So we have to finish top 4 still somehow. I know कि with the way things are going, Chelsea pretty much has cemented top 4, and the odds of us finishing 4th are slim. But देखो, end of the day, Chelsea also have too many players playing. Right now, Maresca 10 game, 12 game, 15 game, 20 game in is able to do a good job rotating them. Eventually, players are going to have an ego issue, and that could work against Chelsea in the dressing room. So you have to be around to capitalize on other teams का slip up. टॉटनम का स्लिप अप हो गया, देखो एंड ऑफ द डे दे वर लुकिंग वेरी गुड. हम लोग को हराने के बाद 2 गेम हार गए उसके बाद. सो इट्स नॉट लाइक अदर टीम्स आर नॉट गोइंग टू स्लिप अप. विला विल स्लिप अप बिकॉज इवेंचुअली दे हैव अ थिन स्क्वाड. भले ही चैंपियंस लीग में अच्छा खेल रहे हो, बट दे कैन नॉट रेप्लिकेट दिस ओवर 60 गेम्स इन अ सीजन, राइट? सो देयर इज अ लॉट इन आवर फेवर वेयर वी हैव टू मेक इट काउंट. So I don't expect कि we will write off this season. I think writing off this season is very premature, and I don't want to set that expectation. You know, a lot of fans are saying कि, you know, by backing Eric Ten Hag, and again I said I never back Ten Hag in. I was backing the managerial position because तो बहुत बात हो गई है. But if you are telling me now that suddenly 9 Premier League games in, we have about 30 games to go, 29 Premier League matches to go, you're telling me कि हम लोग 6 point behind 4th position, I think 6 या 7. You're telling me that's okay? I don't think so. I don't think that's the kind of standard. That is setting a low standard. If you think settling for Eric Ten Hag's style of play, waiting for it to manifest was, वो क्या बोलते हैं, setting low standards, and I feel giving up right now is low standards. With them, I don't know. You can say Bruno's back in form. I think Bruno Fernandes ये ऐसे ही shots पूरे season, मतलब पूरे season नहीं, last February से, ये February से try कर रहा है. So sometimes, you know, you need that luck like he got with Jordan Ayew. Maybe that can help him spur on into better form. देखने जाए तो if you're looking at the West Ham game, the way Bruno Fernandes plays against West Ham, I think it was very harsh again कि he could have got 2-3 assists. West Ham के सामने Bruno Fernandes put in a very, very sublime performance in terms of at least retaining the ball and spreading it to the players he should be spreading it to. So yeah, I agree, Aryan. Chelsea का third string also is better than the first string of many teams. So how about that? How luck can change the whole narrative. If he had scored those chances against West Ham, he would have won the match 4-2 and the whole narrative would be different. Yes, Kishore, यही होता है ना फुटबॉल में. फुटबॉल वैसे बहुत, I don't think just football, sport in general एक cruel चीज होती है for players, for managers who are in position, who of this pressure, उनका job on the line है. It could be in basketball that last second buzzer beating shot, or it could be that last second buzzer beating miss. In football, it could be a penalty miss, it could be a last second open goal chance miss, जो हुआ डालो के साथ, not last second, but अगर जो डालो गोल मार देता तो Ten Hag would still be in his job, I believe, at least till Chelsea. Maybe he would have been sacked after Chelsea, because Chelsea को हार जाते. So Ten Hag, I think, was on the brink every match, I think, till December, which I feel was making fans so uneasy. Like Sunil ने बोला कि Sunil felt relieved कि Ten Hag was sacked because he felt he was tired of this tension every match कि क्या होगा. Not that he was a manager out or in, वो थक गया था कि क्या होने वाला है. So in a way, that's why he felt relief. I don't agree or disagree with that, but things are different. Oh, Aryan, thank you so much for the donation, man. That I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Aryan. What are my thoughts about Dallo? Many of my friends who are United fans want him shown Rashford out of the club because of bad performance throughout the season. I think Dallo के लिए harsh होगा because Dallo हमारा most improved player था over the last 2 years. So I think Dallo, to be harsh about Dallo, and it's too soon. I know कि उसने वो chance miss किया and that's terrible. But again, he's been playing wrong position for like 8 matches. Give him time. We've seen him playing in the right hand side 2-3 matches. West Ham also look वो पोजीशन में पहुंचा था, उसने फिनिश नहीं किया, which is very tragic. It doesn't matter भाई, वो सेंटर बैक भी होता तो गोल मार देता. So there's a terrible miss. I'm not defending the miss, but I do believe Dalot needs time. Shaw के लिए look, मैं एक चीज बोलूँ, there are players who have done everything for the badge. I'll not question Shaw का commitment कभी भी. जो उसके साथ इंजरी हुआ था was a career ending injury. And it was at a very bad time for us. हम लोग चैंपियंस लीग ग्रुप स्टेज से निकल गए थे उसके बाद. And we lost that match also. And he's given a whole year after that to come back into fitness to become a professional footballer. Uske baad he has come back and given us good 1 or 2 seasons, was sporadically. But clearly, I think that injury made him very shaky. I don't know what mentally shaky bhi hai, but I think his body has never been fully able to cope after getting that injury, right? Luke Shaw ka. So I do feel bad for him. End of the day, professional footballer है, उसने पूरा अपना जिंदगी दाव पे लगा दिया है since he was a kid to play football for a big club, to play football for life. I feel bad for players in general ऐसे जब उनको injuries होती है. But if I'm being not emotional and being very cutthroat, I think yes, it's time that we let Luke Shaw go, because this hope that we have of Luke Shaw staying on, it's like how people are talking about Ten Hag कि निकाल दो तो फिर हमको आगे दिखेगा. I feel once we remove Shaw from the equation, we'll be able to recruit a better left back. We'll be able to make a better plan. Relying on Luke Shaw to come fit, I think now is unfortunately looking like a step too far. वहाँ भी हार्ग्रीव्स का फीलिंग आ रहा है मुझे, and I feel very bad for him. Him, there was Abu Dhabi एक आर्सेनल का प्लेयर था. So when players get injured, मुझे बहुत बुरा लगता है ऐसे. But we can't be emotional anymore. Look, we are struggling. We need left back cover. हमारा ये टीम पूरा mostly fit team था start of the season without left back cover, right? If we had a fit left back playing match in match out, maybe things will be different. ये बहुत ifs और buts होते हैं, right? Now see, Van Nistelrooy is going to be in charge for the Chelsea match at Old Trafford, for PAOK in Europa League, and then for the last Leicester match before the break at home against the Premier League, right? So I want to just say for Ruud van Nistelrooy's sake, he gets a full enough squad to be able to put on a decent show, and he's able to hand over. Like I said, मैंने एक thumbnail में डाला है ना, Ruud interim to Ruben Amorim, because end of the day, he's an interim manager. So what we are getting to hear, guys, is that for at least before I go into Ruud Amorim, at least, कि Ruud van Nistelrooy when he walked out yesterday, थोड़ा उसके बारे में बात करते हैं. How do you all feel that way when Van Nistelrooy walked out and the crowd was behind him? He gave his iconic celebration, and जैसे ही वो निकला था Old Trafford में, it was very contested and heated, his exit, right? Ferguson wasn't happy when he went. He had a showdown with him, and it is absolutely crazy कि all of this happened. And the way he came onto the pitch at Old Trafford and the way he was just on the touchline, it felt good to see यार कि आपका ex-player आता है, everyone is celebrating, everyone is in a good mood. And I just feel happy for him, because at the end of the day उसके पास एक managerial job आ रहा था. People were like, it was a Burnley job. But for Van Nistelrooy to build his career, I think a Burnley job would have been good enough. Look at Vincent Kompany, उसने Burnley के साथ जो किया, and then he went to Bayern Munich. Yes, at Bayern he's finding it a little hard, but for now Bayern is still top of the table. So, I mean, it would have been a good step up for his career to manage his own team championships, and maybe get them into the playoff, get them into the Premier League. He chose to come to United. He chose to be an assistant manager under Ten Hag. So for that, I feel bad for him. But I also feel like, look, that is the world of football. Again, if I leave sentiment on the side, it is what it is. Rene Heck ko leke aaye the. We got 2-3 other coaches. We changed the whole staff. Looks likely that all of them, including Van Nistelrooy, will be on their way out. Right? Van Nistelrooy maybe can stay on as a coach, but I'll come to it in about 5 minutes when I talk about Almiron more. ठीक है, उसका update आ गया कि क्या होगा, who is he going to come with, etc. So I think we have all that information available. I'm just happy. Like, look, at the end of the day, the squad was laughing. Hopefully, they come in a good mood. हम लोग PAOK को हराए, Leicester को हराए. Honestly, I don't think much about the Chelsea game. I think it'll be very unfair to expect Ruud van Nistelrooy to pull off a miracle. हो गया at Old Trafford, so it'll be a rapturous noise. I don't think Old Trafford will be very loud after a long, long time अगर Chelsea को हरा दिया. But just the way Chelsea खेल रहा है, I don't anticipate too much. But let's just enjoy the Diwali phase. कि United ने दिवाली तो ruin नहीं किया. We beat Leicester in the Carabao Cup. No matter what their C team, B team, E team, जो भी D team था उनका. The squad looked like they can play football together. Let's not go too much into it. Where was this finishing in the last 2 matches? Where was this finishing in the last 3 matches? हो गया अभी. Nothing can get Ten Hag back. Nothing can get what is lost back. डिसीजन जो हमारे अगेंस्ट गए, VAR का अपॉलॉजी, पॉगबल अपॉलॉजी, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता, जाने दो सब। ये नए साल जो भी दिवाली के बाद चालू होने वाला है, लेट्स होप फॉर अ गुड यूनाइटेड, रिवाइटलाइज यूनाइटेड, एंड लेट्स होप कि वी आर एबल टू शो कि व्हाई वी वर वंस अ वेरी फेयर्ड साइड। व्हाट अबाउट मलासिया? वेल, मलासिया मैच डे स्क्वाड में आने वाला था। आई डोंट नो कि अगर जो उनको मलासिया को इंटीग्रेट करना है कि नहीं। आई डोंट थिंक, बट स्टार्टिंग मलासिया अगेंस्ट चेल्सी इज गोइंग टू बी अ प्रूडेंट थिंग एनीवे। So 99% I think we will see the same. I think we will see Martinez as left back. I think we will see Dillit and maybe Evans as centre back again. I don't think Lindelof will be centre back. And we will see Mazraoui on the right over there, or Dallo. Um, I don't know Mazraoui ka kya hai. I think he was a little carrying a little niggle from the West Ham game. He came on yesterday. Maybe उसका full fitness नहीं है, so I don't know if he'll risk him against Chelsea या उसको risk नहीं किया against Leicester to make sure he's fully fit for Chelsea. I think अगर जो Mazraoui Dallo start, then it will be a back to Mazraoui on the right and Dallo on the left. I don't think Mazraoui को वापस left पे खिलाएंगे according to me. But again, Van Nistelrooy has 3 games to try and do things with the squad to maybe leave some blueprint for the manager coming in. Although ऐसे फुटबॉल में नहीं होता है, normally any new manager comes in, they try to ignore a little bit about what has not worked in the past with the past team, and they try to focus on their own style of football, and they look at players objectively उनके खुद के आंखों से ट्रेनिंग में, they listen to the players on their own, so just in case कुछ bias ना रहे against some players, or there's no bias for some players. So managers and the new coaching staff who come and prefer कि they have their own sit down talks with players, the other team, people in the training ground, etc., and the board obviously. So yeah, I feel the way the game is changing, many players who will have 50 games a season manage their game as. I agree with you, Aryan. I think injury is something we have to just deal with. We can't do anything about that. We should make a mystery series on Malaysia. It will be one of the greatest web series. हाँ, मैं सुनील को बोल रहा था, we should start a reality show about United's left backs. Every week we should do an episode because that will get as many hits as watching Big Boss. Indian United का version of Big Boss. Where are Malaysia and Shaw hiding? That will be a good version to watch. So to come to more about guys, Ruben Amorim, deal has been signed, mostly agreed. 10 million दिया है और ऊपर से 2 million दिया है उसके कोचिंग स्टाफ के लिए. It's a 30-day waiting period, cooling off period, या you can say जो corporate terms है बोलते हैं कि notice period. So Ruben Amorim will 100% be joining as of what reports are to be believed 24th November को against Ipswich, which again to repeat confirm होता है कि Van Nistelrooy will be in charge for Chelsea at home, PAOK in the Europa League at home, and again I think Leicester. I think there's some home game ही है before the international break. Hopefully, let's see Van Nistelrooy can make it 4 wins in 4 before going. Although definitely मुझे लगता है कि Chelsea का game is a tough match too many. I don't know guys, what do you all think about Van Nistelrooy's chances in the next 4 games? एक Europa League game है और 2 Premier League matches है. What do you all think is going to happen? So more about Amaron, I think basically the reason why अभी मालूम पड़ रहा है कि Ineos was so aggressive is because they felt अगर जो वो wait करते till the international break to confirm everything, कि Sporting would have given him a better contract and better release clause deals for the summer, and United felt कि outside of him, if he was their choice, they had nobody else they would like to go to, and they probably had to trust Van Nistelrooy till the end of season. I think उन लोग को ये नहीं करना चाहा. I don't think they wanted to trust Van Nistelrooy, or maybe that was never part of the plan, which is why we were all wondering. I was wondering कि sack करना था टेनाक को तो अक्टूबर में कर देते या break में, but now we know why. Ineos seems like they are 100% competent जो हमको लग रहा है. They've got the right people in the top. They've got the right people managing things. They've got the right coaching staff, the right boardroom staff like Omar Barada and Dan Ashworth and Wilcox and Sir David Brailsford as an advisor जो आके एक advisor है taking place of Jim Ratcliffe in important decisions while considering and making sure that everyone knows what Ratcliffe wants is communicated. So I do think this is why eventually Ten Hag was let go the way he was, brutally but immediately, because I think they didn't want to give Sporting any chance कि Sporting ने जाके Amorim को थोड़ा emotionally blackmail किया कि भाई तू 3-4 पॉइंट आगे है लीग में, unbeaten है, look at us in the Champions League also, why do you want to go to Europa League, etc. I think what United, with the way they went aggressively, made Amorim feel comfortable कि this club is serious with me, तो मुझे जाना है United. And intent की बात होती है ना, sometimes when you are hearing so many things and you have your own advisors, so all of people working inside the game, agents, other managers, players, actually have a better idea what's happening inside certain teams because the teammates give information to each other when they meet internationally. Managers talk to each other internationally. वो अलग अलग होता है. Clearly inside there will be news कि यार yes, Amorim के बारे में they were very serious, and when the intent matches the rumors, I think a person feels comfortable. So what we know right now is कि Amorim is going to join on 24th of November was Ipswich. मैं ये डाल देता हूँ वहाँ पे so people have an idea. Just give me a second. So yes, Amorim apparently is what people want. He will join. Sorry, Amorim is who is going to come on the 24th of November versus Ipswich. Will be his first match. बहुत interesting होगा because it's against Kieran McKenna. Again, obviously a lot of hype about him. Very interesting. कि I'm very surprised myself. कि what do you all think, chat? कि Kieran McKenna को क्यों shout out नहीं दिया? I do believe they would have interviewed Kieran McKenna. I think Chelsea United both did in the summer, and I think immediately both the teams would have said no because Ipswich also I think kept hold of him and gave him a better bumper deal and gave him a 2-year contract extension. Although right now it's looking tough days for Ipswich, but Ipswich is giving a fight. So it won't be an easy first match for Amorim against Ipswich. Because Kieran McKenna will want to prove his mettle as well against his ex-team, which he was part of the coaching staff, जहाँ पे उसको बहुत बदनामी हुई थी press में, and he was called, they were all called clueless, Carrick, him, Ole Gunnar. So McKenna will come with some vengeance to try and make a point. So Amorim will not have an easy game in for sure. Very interesting times वहाँ पे, I think. But yes, so what we have to believe is that Amorim is going to sign a 2.5 year deal. Half year, matlab, I think this is the remaining half year that is left. And 2025, 2026 pura season. So I think till 2020, 2027 June the contract होगा उसका. Given about 10 million pounds to Sporting for his release clause. I will pull up this article so that it's easy for everyone to understand what's happening. Before that, क्यों हम जीत नहीं पा रहे? EPL का पैसा सब fair ही बिल्कुल नहीं है. I understand. I get it. We can beat Chelsea to be. These guys know Ruben will be watching. They should impress the manager also. OT पे 5 साल से जीते नहीं है. I mean, Ronak, that's the thing, right? Lot of players and managers. I'll just first share this thing so we have a better clarity on what I'm talking about. Share कर देता हूँ यहाँ पे. So this is the article I was reading earlier. Manchester United have reached an agreement with Lisbon, Sporting Lisbon over the hire of Amorim as head coach. Next 3 games including against Man City on Tuesday and Braga November 10th. Mainly उनको ये Man City के अगेंस्ट जो Champions League मैच है, I think उनको वो गेम के लिए तैयार रखना था. So there'll be a lot of media talk. I'm looking forward to this. कि बहुत media conversation होगा कि Sporting will play Man City and Man City have injuries. What will Amorim do? Amorim Man City को हराएगा कि नहीं? English media पूरा ये Big Boss बना देने वाला है page 3 वाला. Will he beat City? And then when he comes City, how is he going to play for Manchester United against Man City in December? So interesting media spins तो बहुत है. But main takeaway यहाँ पे है कि yes, he's going to join on the 24th. They obviously determined to keep hold of him in the crucial period, and fair enough, उसको smooth exit चाहिए था. United were happy to pay. So 8.4 million pounds was the release clause, but there's a 30-day notice period. United are willing to pay 1 million extra to bring him earlier, which they have done, which is to make him start working in the international break, right? Which will be right after the game against Leicester, approximately, I think, 10 November के बाद. So I think 10 या 11 November will be his first day. And they wanted an immediate extra 5 million for the coaching staff, which I don't think ये हमने दिया है immediate release के लिए. So that's what we did not do. We did not pay an extra 5 million for the immediate release. We let the 30 notice period settle in. Sporting insists कि सब कुछ finalize नहीं हुआ है, blah 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 blah. Yes, so he will be taking his first team coaches. Now guys, this is to know कि जो ये है इनमें से तीनों में से दो, I think it's Candido, if I'm not mistaken, or Fernandez. They've been, I think, with him from the start as part of his coaching team. So I think it's very likely, like I was telling you in the stream earlier, कि everyone in our coaching team will leave. It'll be sad because we went out of our way to get good set piece coaches. We got Rene Heck. We have a coach in Van Nistelrooy, but very likely they will all leave. What is United open to diplomacy? ठीक है तो ये सब बाकी का सेम ही चीज है. Yes, this is what I already discussed. Europa League, Leicester will be the last match. Long-term future of Van Nistelrooy obviously has not been confirmed. He is willing to work in any capacity as Amorim sees fit, but it's also important to know key. And again, this is not something which is unheard of. Where if you're Amorim, you're coming in, maybe you do not want a powerful personality like Van Nistelrooy around. Van Nistelrooy does not have the same power I think the Ole Gunnar ke paas tha when he came in as interim manager. But at the end of the day, you also kind of want to set your own team in your own way. End of the day, Van Nistelrooy not only is a club legend, but he's part of the ex-team ka setup. Maybe Amorim won't keep him around. Yeah, Shaz, he'll keep somebody around to have in terms of transitioning because he's coming in with a Portuguese team of his, including a sports scientist, जो मैंने आपको पढ़ाया, right? So there's a sports scientist coming in, which is Portuguese. His backroom staff is Portuguese. Maybe keeping Van Nistelrooy around there to transition between the first team, understanding the culture United. At least till maybe January तक तो रह सकता है. But I think the likes of Rene, Heck, etc., all the other coaching team are all gone. Any chance of winning trophy this season? Personally, I'm not expecting. I think we should be very premature. We should not give up hopes of winning again EFL Cup or FA Cup. I'm not saying that will do anything for me in terms of distracting me from top four. But I think any United fan right now tells me that you are okay, that Ten Hag got sacked, but now you're writing off a season of 29 games. It's criminal. I think the way we were set under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer when he came in with the squad he has, जहाँ पे ये टीम में जो बंदे हैं जिनमें थोड़ी कैपेबिलिटी है, कैपेबिलिटी है, I think we cannot write off top four for sure. I think it's very low to set a standard like that. I'm also not saying he'll be a failure for Amiron if he doesn't get top four because it is a very heated league. He's coming in at a very tough time. Club के लिए हम 14th है. It's one of our worst starts ever in the Premier League era. No, it's our worst start ever in the Premier League era. पहले की तो when the league was different. So a lot expected from him to do things right. So that way fans are saying, let's not put expectations or pressure on him, which is what I've been saying. You don't put expectations or pressure on him. At the same time, वो balance होता है कि you cannot just be like पूरा एक season हम छोड़ देंगे कि नहीं अभी top 6 या 8 आएगा तो चलेगा. I mean, in the end of it, let's see how things are in March and then decide if it's okay or not that we ended up there. But to say 29 matches in the league and giving up so soon on top 4, I think is premature. But yeah, I hope कि अगर जो for his sake also, it'll be easy to smoothen things over where if we are matching league performances, but other teams are also doing well, maybe getting a little deep run into the Europa League, although again, that is very tough after 3 doors. Just getting a EFL or a Cup run and FA Cup will help a lot for him to get his ground into the Premier League, to get confidence, win confidence over with the fans, to get the team competitive again. And I think it'll be good for him that way. So yeah, I'm expecting maybe we can try and get some cup trophy. So I won't give up fully. Happy Diwali, Kashyap. Happy Diwali to you as well. 3 in the back. Last successful team kaun si thi? I mean, last time we played 3 in the back. I know Ole Gunnar Solskjaer ने थोड़ी बार ये try किया था, where not only Ole, I think even Ten Hag tried this, where he played Shaw as left centre back, and Martinez in Maguire in that setup, if I'm not mistaken. So yes, we have done 3 in the back. It wasn't the worst. I think actually जब ये Shaw left centre back खेल रहा था, it was working out very well for us. Anyone in the chat, if you all remember when Shaw used to play left centre back? Before that, I successfully remember us playing 3 in the back. I think Louis Van Gaal के time पे when we used to play a 3-5-2, where we used to have Daly, Blind, Lindelof. I think वहाँ पे let me see, Louis Van Gaal 3-5-2 set up for United. भाई इंटरनेट तो इतना पागल हो गया है यार. ला 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 कहाँ पे मैंने कल ही देखा था गाइस ये वीडियो करने के पहले कि एक 3-5-2 लाइनअप था. एक 3-5, yes, the 3-5-2 that we had played once under Louis Van Gaal was डेली ब्लिंड, राफाएल, जोन्स, रोहो, एवन में रोहो के बाद गाइस हु रिमेंबर्स रोहो? आई स्वेयर मैं रोहो के बारे में भूल गया था. स्प्लिट सेकंड आई फॉरगॉट अबाउट रोहो. माय गॉड. So it was a back five of three in the back of Jones, Rojo, Evans, Rafael, Blind, Herrera, Mata, and Rooney, RVP and Di Maria. I think वो लेस्टर के सामने खेला था. Maybe I'm wrong. I am trying to find ये मैंने ना बचा के रखा था कंप्यूटर पे और देखो अभी मुझे मिल रहा नहीं है. Very very frustrating. Uh, if somebody else can get to it before I can, please help me out वहाँ पे. But yeah, let's see what he did. Da, 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 da. I'm not getting the exact lineup, guys, but if you all can correct me, yeah. I remember Louis Van Gaal time he played three in the back. He used to play even Carrick at that point in the holding structure. Fellaini used to come in the squad. Uh, Wayne Rooney was still there. Van Persie था वहाँ पे. Valencia था ये team में. Then he got in second season. He got in Schweinsteiger, Schneiderlin. Daley Blind, I think, was in his first season signing. I do believe Europa is tough to win, but I do also at the same time think कि Europa अगर जो tough है जीतने के लिए with other teams in the competition, if he can turn it around, it'll be again a good confidence booster for the team. More matches you play, the more you understand कि कौन से player के साथ हम आगे जा सकते हैं या नहीं. While we also have a thin squad which we spoke about, but I think there's enough first team quality to try and go deep in cups. So again, I won't accept कि we are just like ठीक है in December we give up on the Europa League. 5 matches are there. From the 5 matches that we have left, guys, pretty much 4 are very winnable. And if you win those 4 also, you can easily get into the next stage. So I don't want to give up so easily. But yeah, I know. I understand what you are trying to say. Our participate Europe, that's our CL gateway. True, but again, I would not put all the eggs also in the Europa basket. I'm just saying I want to see us competitive under him. I don't want to see fans making easy excuses. At the same time, हमको एक वो हमारा एक अभी वो क्या बोलते हैं वो टाइट रोप बोलते हैं टाइट रोप. You have to walk a tightrope as fans. We can't throw too much expectations on him winning cups, but also not be like, okay, let's write off the season and let's just enjoy football. I just want stability first. First thing I want when he comes in is till December. Because देखो, we don't have a lot of time यहाँ पे. It's not going to be very easy. He has got a 2.5 year contract, is what we believe. He's coming in with 5 of his staff. ये पूरा settling in period is going to take till December end. December, we all know squeaky bum time in the Premier League. End-to-end matches are going to be there. To make you all thoda understand this, right? Man United fixtures. Let me pull this up. If you all can see. So, Ruben Amorim is going to come in यहाँ पे 24th. His first match is Ipswich Town away. Ipswich Town are playing attacking football. So it's going to be a tough match, a reality check for in the Premier League to see how other teams are playing. Bodo Glimt should be easily beatable for anybody. So we should definitely beat Bodo Glimt. United versus Everton again, Old Trafford. We should beat Everton. I know Everton are looking better. Dhire dhire. Sean Dyche is pulling off his dark arts. Immediately then, so his second game, third game, उसका fourth game है एमिरेट्स पे अवे. हाँ, स्पोर्टिंग ने आर्सेनल को हराया है ऑलरेडी पेनल्टीज पे चैंपियंस लीग में आई थिंक और यूरोपा लीग. आई नो दैट दे हैड अ गुड गेम अगेंस्ट देम लास्ट सीजन. आई डोंट रिमेंबर व्हिच गेम इट वाज. Then it's Nottingham Forest at home, Pilsen again away, and Man City. So within his first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches, he's playing the top 2 teams in Arsenal and Man City, and dono away hai. And here he has to settle in his squad of 5 people, and he has to settle in his understanding of our squad. Just give me a second, guys. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Thode had something happening at the door. So again, coming back to this, in the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches, 8 now. if you include the EFL Cup quarter final, जहाँ पे हम वापस away जा रहे हैं टॉटनम को. So Amorim and his coaching team coming in have to set up the team and hit the ground running between 11th November to 23rd of November, ठीक है? And prepare to face Arsenal away, Man City away, Tottenham away. While the other matches are relatively winnable, but again, it is the Premier League, it is a different set of challenge. तो यहाँ पे मैं बोलता हूँ कि yes, I am not saying कि he has to win all these matches, but I just want also as fans to be थोड़ा realistic कि भाई we can't just be like हाँ ठीक है सब हार जाएगा. The way it is going, expecting him to come in and get a result against Arsenal away, tough. ये 4 दिसंबर को रहेगा, so this will be 5 December 1:45 AM India time. तो ये मैच 4 दिसंबर रात को रहेगा, right? Manchester Derby again 10 days later. We have to get wins in Europa League as well, तो ज़्यादा rotation नहीं होगा. So I know the road for him is tough, but I do believe कि we as a club जो अंदर इनियोस जो restructure कर रहा है, जो backroom support provide करने का कोशिश कर रहा है, we should try to get something out of these matches. But I know it's going to be tough for him, so I won't be too anal and don't have unrealistic expectations. Back three, Ole भी खिलाया था, was Tottenham after final loss to Liverpool. Yes, like I said, I know Ole has also made us play. वो Luke Shaw left centre back. Even Ten Hag has done left centre back. वो Luke Shaw experiment हमने try किया था. But yeah, what do you all think? What are your expectations from Amorim if you all are watching this? From his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. From his first 7 matches till Man City, what are your expectations? I hope we somehow, I won't be surprised if we draw Ipswich, but I hope we somehow get a result against Ipswich, Everton, Nottingham, and then whatever is to happen against Arsenal and Man City away, which have anyway been tough for us. I think by 15 December, I know right now City के बहुत players injured है, but we are right now on 31st October. We have about 45 days for all those players to come back fit. I won't be surprised if all the players, including KDB, are fully match fit against United and will be playing the whole first team for the first time in the season against us. हमारा luck वैसा भी रहा है, right? So I won't be surprised if that happens. But I also do hope that we don't embarrassingly lose to Arsenal and Man City away. I know it's unfair to have expectations from him coming in. Like I said, I only understand all new people to the league, backroom staff, coach, a whole squad, the way the team has been playing, जो ये players के strengths है, everything is fully different from the way he is working right now. And these are not easy set of fixtures to have your top 2 teams to play within your first 5-6 matches away. But I'm just hoping that we're able to get out of this rut. On the flip side, why I'm talking about it so aram se and so calmly is also to make you all understand that bhai, we most likely might lose these matches and we might not have a very good short-term horizon still. I think maybe after Man City ka game into December, after the EFL Cup, Tottenham ko hara de, will be a good bonus, I feel, even though it's a Tottenham stadium. Tottenham ko hara de and taking it from there will be a good run of fortune. Ki then going into the December tough schedule and coming after the January break, we are in good form. Because I think if you ask me, Amorim comes in, he judges the whole squad. He has still Bournemouth, Wolves, Newcastle at home on 31st December, ठीक है? 30th December रात को होगा. Liverpool right before the international break, वहाँ पे एक winter break है Premier League में. So we play the top 3 teams in his first 10 games away from home, right? And समझो हम इन सब 3 मैच हार गए, then top 4 pretty much feels like very unreachable for me, even though it depends a lot about Chelsea क्या करती है, Aston Villa क्या करते हैं, Tottenham क्या करता है खुद के. Even if they lose to these teams, then it'll be easy for us. let's say we get to here somehow only losing 2 or 3 matches, 2 matches maybe. Maybe we go get something against Arsenal and Liverpool. Then Amorim and his team sit with Ineos from 6th January till the team comes back to 17th before the winter window ends on the last match day of the Europa League, by which time we will know ki are we going to qualify or we're not going to qualify. In these days, we'll come to know ki what kind of reinforcement Amorim needs to try and make a top 4 finish. Right? If we have somehow managed to get something against Liverpool, something against Man City, something against Arsenal, I know a tough ask है नए manager, नए coaches को, with the way we are playing 14 in the league, to pull up our socks so quickly and get the ground running, to hit the ground running. It is a tough ask, but right before here is again when we need to know ki, are we going to get reinforcements. I do believe after Liverpool will be a big eye opener, and I hope that is not the case. If all things have not gone well, and Amorim has had a horror start to his United career, I think reinforcements का कैसे reinforcements और कौन से आएंगे will be decided here after the Liverpool match and when the players go on an international break, and hopefully we get those signings in place by a Europa League match. So it is a short-term tough horizon for Manchester United fans. It is a tough-looking horizon for Ruben Amorim and his team coming in. Obviously, they know what they're doing by taking up the United job. I agree with you, Ronak. If we just win our home games and get the results against Nottingham Forest, Everton, Bournemouth, these are winnable matches. Even Newcastle at home jeet sakte hain. You get your results here, now you take some pressure off, right? So I agree with him completely. If we win the home matches, it will at least keep us somewhere in contention. Wolves away bhi hum jeet sakte hain. I know Wolves away has also been a frustrating for a lot of teams. Wolves has been troubling teams by and large since they've been in the Premier League. But you win against these teams, then you can afford to not take points off City and Arsenal and still be in a top 4 hunt. Although I don't want to set the standard yet कि यार ठीक है हार जाएंगे तो चलेगा. In eventuality, we will be discussing this, guys. आप ये स्ट्रीम को वापस आके देख सकते हो after the Arsenal and City match कि ठीक है हार गया, अभी ये लगता है होने वाला था. Amorim's only had 1 month to get in this something out of this team. Barely played any games, barely did any sessions, international break tha, etc., etc., right? Because Amorim is going to come in, guys, 11th November or 12th November, but the players will not report back till 22nd. The ones who don't go on the break will be around, right? So he gets at best again 10 days with probably half the squad, but players who international duty pe ja rahe, like Bruno Fernandes, our captain, Dallo, all of them will not be around, right? So that's again to see he gets how many training sessions before Ipswich. Then Bodo Glimt will be quick. Somewhere after Everton to Arsenal, you hope he gets time. But again, we have a very short turnaround time between these matches. Weekend ko match hai, फिर midweek match है, फिर वापस weekend को है. So it's going to be a short turnaround time, guys. Let's see what Amorim and his team do. But I'm excited. Chalo yaar. Sunil Bhai is at home with his family for Diwali, which is why I am doing this alone. If you have any questions for me to ask Sunil Bhai or you want me to answer, let me know. This is what I think hone wala hai. What do you all think, guys? What are you all expecting genuinely? Abhi, Ronak has given me his opinion. Whoever is watching, Shano, if anyone's here, Prashant, Krishiv, Aryan, if you're here with them, what do you all genuinely expect from all these matches I showed you till 31st December? क्या लगता है आप लोगों को क्या होने वाला है? I genuinely think and I hope, let's see, this is my prediction, and I hope beat Ipswich anyhow, will beat Bodo, will beat Everton. Most likely we will lose. I hope a draw hota hai, but I'm putting a loss here right now. Tough match, we should win. We will win. I'll say draw Arsenal, loss to Man City for sure. Beat Tottenham in the EFL Cup, beat Bournemouth, draw, potential draw or loss here. ये मुझे नहीं मालूम, ये मुझे सच्ची नहीं मालूम. This is where I'm confused. Let's see by here how is Slot doing. Does Slot face some pressure? Liverpool के पास भी injuries है. Jota's not available. Alisson not available. Not Jones. I think Elliott is not available. So yeah, this is what I think is going to happen. What do you all think? Anthony, Lindelof, Ericsson to be sold and Giant to get some money. I think Ericsson free mein ja raha hai end of the year, so I don't think there's going to be any time getting any money for him in January. And I think genuinely rather leave Ericsson for squad rotation now at the rate it's going. वो 1-2 million के 1-2 मिलियन से हमको ज़्यादा एफएफपी में फ़र्क नहीं पड़ने वाला है, ना ही हमको स्क्वाड में कुछ डेप्थ में फ़र्क पड़ेगा. इनफैक्ट वी ऑलरेडी लॉस्ट McTominay, so keep Eriksen as squad depth worst case if Amorim wants to see him. Anthony will be the interesting one. What Amorim does with Anthony? Does he keep Ahmad in the equation? Does he feel Anthony has some merit? Does Anthony get second lease of life? Right? मेरे ख्याल से Amorim will come in with a clean slate. I don't think वो आएगा एक्सेप्ट प्री कंसीव नोशंस के साथ कि मुझे एंथनी को निकालना ही है टीम से, मुझे डालो पसंद नहीं है. Mazraoui has been the best United player since he's coming in, so he will start Mazraoui. I'm saying we have to be very open कि वो क्या भी वो लोग try करते हैं. We have to do a good job of backing him for that. But like I said, I've showed you all the fixtures. भाई लोग फटके आने वाले हाथ में. These players ideally should be in no one's plans, Hardik, but Anthony is such a conundrum क्योंकि कौन लेगा उसको जनवरी में लोन पे. हमारे पास कितना टाइम रहेगा? Like I said, let me tell you. I can see Chilwell moving to us in the winter. He's out of favor. I know that guy. I'm telling you, I don't know why United didn't go for Chilwell actually on a loan deal. मैं joke कर रहा था सुनील के साथ. Between Chilwell's injury issues, Luke Shaw's injury issues, and Malacia's, you would get 10 games each out of the three of them in the Premier League and get a full season out of three left backs. I know it sounds like a crude joke, but मैं seriously बोल रहा हूँ. I don't know why we didn't make a move for Chilwell because he's completely out of plans. And it's something his salary we could easily negotiate and make it affordable. Chelsea are happy to offload him. So I do believe we should try going for Chilwell in the January window. But to my point, Hardik, ki what I was telling you, yahan tak, somewhere after Wolves, Newcastle and Liverpool is when Amorim and his team sit with Ineos and be like, we need 2-3 players at least. Now, which 2-3 players, what is the positioning we need strength with, apart from left back, which the whole world knows, every rival knows, anybody knows, kids and youngsters know nowadays. Which positioning we need apart from left back, let's see, depends on how Amorim decides. But he will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Sorry, 12 matches. 12 matches till the January transfer window खुलता है. Amorim के पास 12 game है for the January window, which seems like a not enough time. But अभी आप मुझे बोलोगे कि वो ओके कि टेन हैग को 7-8 गेम के बाद सैक कर दो because it was his team and it was his thing, then 12 games seems very less time. It does seem like less time because the new manager, not his team, not his players, new league, language is not an issue because उसका इंग्लिश में हमने देखा है वो इंग्लिश में बात करता है, प्रेस को आंसर करता है, तो इंग्लिश का इशू नहीं होना चाहिए. But 12 games, out of which 4 out of those 12 games, including a cup competition, are against your top 4 opposition, top 3 teams, all away from home. Bhai, matlab, that's a tough run. That is a tough run. So maybe 12 games might be too soon. Ineos bolega ki, are we sure we can give him these players? Do we want to spend money? But if we are somewhere around top 4, ki hum log abhi bhi 4-5 point behind top 4 ya 5 point, I think Ineos will back him after Liverpool and get him 3 signings. These are my early predictions. Kishore, I'm telling you, but Chilwell has not been injured this whole season. He's out of favor. He's been training with the reserves. I understand he's also been injury prone, but that's what I'm saying as a joke. Clearly, no other fit left back wants to come to United. I think Reguilon, even with all of Spurs' issues, Reguilon ko nahi liya hai wo log ne. So I don't think we should go back for him either. Let's see. Hardik, I have a favor. Yeah. Please don't use the word cook. I'm very old that way. I think this word cook, this one will cook, that one will cook. It triggers me for no reason. It is not your fault. Just avoid using the word cook. Ugarte will get a lease of life. Yes, I think. But I feel बेचारा very unfair on him. आया ही लीग में है, ट्रेनिंग सेशन इतने हुए नहीं थे, फेंक दिया एक मैच में अगेंस्ट टॉटनहम, but clearly was not ready. So let's see. But yes, Ugarte should be in the starting team. We all know that Casemiro is capable of being a good leader. Look, I have a thing for Casemiro. I don't think it's a hidden fact. मैंने channel पे बहुत back किया उसको. I don't think Casemiro's legs are gone. This United fans also, the way you all joke saying leave the game or the game leaves you. I think it's very disrespectful to a very good player. And I think he has enough in him to give us half a season worth of games. He's not a sure shot starter every match. But the way he ends up in the box, the way he is still desperate to win matches, जब भी हम हारते हैं and Casemiro is on the pitch ना, He is the only one who has intent to try and do something when our players' shoulders are down. So yes, I do believe that Casemiro can give us a lot, but Ugarte should be in the starting mold much sooner with Amorim coming in. I agree with you on that. I mean, but again, who decided his wages? Na? Not Casemiro. Jorge Mendes and Glazers paid stupid money. Ineos to the level that Casemiro का पैसा दे रहे हैं, I think even prime Casemiro was just enough justifying these wages. Prime Casemiro at Real Madrid wasn't earning these wages. Do you understand कि कितना absurd amount दिया हम लोगों ने? So it is not Casemiro's fault. But I understand Ineos cost cutting measures पे है, so I won't be surprised if Casemiro moves on in a shock move in January or end of the season. But I think we can use him a lot under Amorim as well, even if Ugarte and Mainu are the starters in the future. Eriksen and Casemiro on the bench are good to come on to get control in a match, playing them 30 minutes each, even if Amorim doesn't want them in his starting lineup. So I would say hold on to him. By Amorim, I know I keep saying this. Amorim. My bad. I promise you by next stream I'll get this right. Amorim is Amorim. Almiron तो मैंने एक बार बोला था start of the stream में. Amorim will get this right. I think under Amorim, the starting lineup, I won't be surprised if Eriksen is not in favor and if Casemiro is not in favor. I agree. Hardik, they have to back him. There's no option. Teen loan deal, to teen loan deal. They have to back him. We all know where we need strengthening in the squad. But yes, I believe if you had to ask me right now, with the way he plays, and this I'm waiting for Sunil to come in. ये हम वीडियो एक करेंगे सैटरडे को प्रीव्यू फॉर द चेल्सी मैच वेयर वी विल डिस्कस potentially what Amorim will play against Ipswich, but देखते हैं potentially वो कैसे 3-5-2 में खेल सकता है. But I do believe कि Casemiro and Eriksen won't be part of his starting team. My thoughts. No, I don't think so. I think January में बहुत optimistic है. बहुत optimistic होगा if we get it. Again, I'm not saying I don't know. मुझे लगता भी नहीं है कि we should go for him. Genuinely, मुझे नहीं लगता है. I think Lenny Yoro coming in, like I said, right? Lenny Yoro की बात करें. Lenny Yoro will be available and fit for Amorim from the first game onwards. What we're meant to believe is कि Lenny Yoro will be fit and available for Ipswich game onwards. Maybe Lenny Yoro in the mold, ready, training under a new manager. If Yoro, Maguire, Dillit or Martinez rotate करते हैं, then I don't think we'll go in for a centre back. But we should definitely left back to आने वाला ही है. Happy Diwali, Biku. Hope you're all going to have a good. Everybody in the chat, while we're discussing this, give me your Diwali plans. क्या Diwali plans है आपके? But PSR भी देखना पड़ेगा. We spent 28 million on the manager. Exactly, Ronak, which is why I believe, and I'm saying this key. I don't think Inacio might work out as a good deal in general because we have to pay stupid amount of money. Or I do believe we'll get loan deals to balance out what's happened in the summer, because we have made big signings of Ugarte at 50 million, 45 million, Dillit and Mazraoui under 45 million, dono combined. We have spent money, ठीक है, Xerxes, so we have to balance that out. But I do believe there is room in this team कि हम loan signing तो कर ही सकते हैं. Let's try that. Yes, loan deals are possible. According to me, in what I've read about हमारे articles जो last मैंने पढ़े थे September में, there is room for I think 2 loan deals. दिवाली प्लान भैया ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं है, बस पोर्टफोलियो रेडी करना है फॉर बेटर जॉब. बेस्ट ऑफ लक विद दैट. यस, थोड़ा एंजॉय भी कर लो, बट कल उठ के जस्ट मेक श्योर वट एवर योर जॉब स्ट्रक्चर इज, वट एवर यू आर डूइंग, यू सेट इट अप वेल. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ रेज्यूमे वेबसाइट्स नाउडेज हु कैन हेल्प यू. मैं बोलता हूँ एक चीज़ लर्न फ्रॉम मी, नेवर डू फुल चैट जीपीटी रेज्यूमे बिल्डिंग. इट पीपल कम टू नो, रिक्रूटर्स कम टू नो कि ये फुल चैट जीपीटी में बताया. थोड़ा इंस्पिरेशन ले लो and then rest to trust your achievements or what you want to achieve. Yes, he does play with it. So like I said, Lenny, Yoro, Dillit and Martinez seem like a very good back three combination with Maguire and Lindelof as a backup, although I know on paper they shouldn't be. But देखो अगर जो Maguire Lindelof निकलते नहीं है ना, तो हम center back sign नहीं कर सकते, right? And we need to offload before we sign center backs. वहाँ पे left back में खाली है, हमको I think focus left back करना चाहिए. Like I said, don't fully trust ChatGPT. Make resume as per what you're looking to your colleagues and talk to your friends. पटाखा मिठाई में फैम के साथ 10 बजे के बाद दोस्तों के साथ. यस, मेरा भी ऐसे ही कुछ प्लान है. अभी बस मैं निकलूंगा 5 मिनट में. पूजा है 5:30 बजे के बाद और फिर रात को दोस्तों के साथ. एवेंस ड्रॉपिंग मास्टर क्लास भी देखिए. एवेंस का मैंने बात इसलिए नहीं किया बिकॉज यू आर गोइंग टू गेट एनी मनी फ्रॉम एवेंस राइट गोइंग आउट. whatever money we need to sign a better center back is going to be Lindelof and Maguire. दोनों निकलते हैं तो पॉसिबिलिटी है. वरना we have to focus, I believe, on maybe getting a winger or a striker and getting a left back. I think that should be the priority in January. 3-5-2 में अगर जो Elneny Oro fit होता है and if he is in the plans and in the mold, will be I think left center back Martinez, Dillit in the middle. Although Dillit ना as a holding player, that focal center back मुझे इतना convincing नहीं लग रहा है. Lenny Oro, फिर आपके दोनों विंग बैक आते हैं वहाँ पे. मे बी यू कुड ऑल्सो कंसिडर कि माजरावी को राइट सेंटर बैक खिला सकते हैं ओवर देयर इंस्टेड ऑफ लेनी ओरो. Mazraoui can play that right centre back position. Dallo on the right wing back. On the left, God only knows. फिर आते हैं हमारे 3 मिडफील्डर वहाँ पे, which will be Ugarte, Maino, and Bruno Fernandes. And in our 2, most likely we will see Rashford and one of Xerxes and Højlund. Although अगर जो रैशफोर्ड अंडर परफॉर्म करता है, गर्नाचो अंडर परफॉर्म करता है, आमाद अंडर परफॉर्म करता है, तो आई वुडंट बी सरप्राइज्ड इफ ही ट्राइज अ ब्रूनो, Xerxes and Højlund. But yeah, it's a lot to be seen. See यार, in Sporting ना, I'll pull up quickly Sporting का उसका lineup to make you all understand how he starts up and to make you all understand. How do I switch this? I hope you all can see this. Yes, you all can see this. So this is what he played, right? It's kind of like a 3-5-2 only, but ये थोड़ा tweak है formation में. If you see, it's a 3-4-2-1 like you can see. 3 in the back is what he likes. So let's say अब ये 3-4-2-1 हमारे साथ खेलता है, right? This is where you will have your Ugarte, Mainu. Here you will have Dallo. Maybe Mazraoui he plays temporarily, but I don't think he will make that mistake or that chance he'll take. Probably वो Mazraoui को एक right center back खिलाएगा, Martinez, Dillit को ऐसे खेलेगा in this whole system. What did I tell you guys? Sorry. Ugarte, Casemiro, Ugarte, Maino, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, Xerxes or Højlund. Mostly I think this will be Højlund here. So if that helps you guys, I'll do this full lineup sharing with Sunil and get more opinions in this. That's what I think. But yeah, chalo. Thank you so much for tuning into this live. मुझे भी अभी तैयार होके पूजा के लिए निकलना है. Shave wave करूँगा थोड़ा. I hope everybody has a safe Diwali, happy Diwali. If you all are bursting crackers, just be safe. आजू बाजू में देखना. Make sure you don't get hurt or nobody else gets hurt. Try to take some time off. Enjoy. If you have a job planning to do like Biku does, plan for it. Take a break also. Enjoy also, but make sure you don't drop the eye on your goal in your life. दिवाली के बाद नया साल आता है. सेकंड को टेक्निकली आई थिंक ये है. Hopefully that Diwali के बाद का New Year has good prosperity to everyone who's watching over here. While leaving, if you already haven't, please leave a like on the channel. Subscribe कर देना. Share the channel with your friends and family if you think they like watching football too. And again, happy Diwali. Really appreciate all your support. And again, stay safe. Don't do stupid things today. Do not drink and drive. Do not do stuff like that. ठीक है? And अच्छा, GK is here before I leave. Amorim मिड सेंटर में अपोनेंट का अटेंशन ग्रैब करवाता है और वाइड वे विंग बैक से काउंटर करवाता है. तो रैशी हैज वाइड बट ही वोंट ट्रैक बैक, व्हिच इज व्हाई आई फील कि वो रैशी को ज्यादा अंदर खेलेगा टू गिव कवर. एंड आई फील दिस इज वेयर Mazraoui on left wing back is not ideal again, the way Ten Hag tried in the back system. So I'm waiting to see कि क्या होने वाला है. Again, Dallo को शायद वो ट्राई कर सकता है because in Portugal sometimes he used to play there, but I don't think that's what's going to happen. Let's see. सॉरी जी के निकल रहा है यार, अभी पूजा के लिए जाना है। बिन स्ट्रीमिंग फॉर एन आवर, एक्चुअली आधे घंटे का स्ट्रीम था, बट आई ऑनेस्टली थॉट 5-6 लोग से ज़्यादा कोई देखेगा नहीं, बट देयर 20 people watching in the middle, so I went on. But just for your convenience, since you're here, happy Diwali again. Telling everybody, do not drink and drive, burst crackers safely, and we will see you on Saturday for a preview of United versus Chelsea with Sunil. ठीक है? And we will talk more about the 3-5-2 of Amorim. Sorry, Ishan, for the Almiron mistake. And yes, let's hope कि Ruud van Nistelrooy को back करते हैं. He has 3 more games to go as United manager. Chelsea, POK, and Leicester. I hope he gets 3 wins in 3, but genuinely मेरे लिए चेल्सी में ज़्यादा होप नहीं, ओल्ड ट्रैफर्ड है तो भी। मेरा बर्थडे है चेल्सी के गेम के दिन, on my birthday I hope we win, but look, I'm realistic again. Ruud van Nistelrooy पे ज़्यादा होप नहीं डालना है। Hopefully we play good football, we are smiling, there is some stability, and let's see how it goes from there. Good night, bye bye, happy Diwali once again.